Today I'm drawing a character you guys have been dying to see. Who is that, you may ask? It is gonna be Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. But the one thing I don't know what I'm gonna do yet is the styles. I mean, dude, this style, let alone, is insane. So at that point, I got stuck on how many styles I wanted to do. I could have done 10. So I got busy and I started brainstorming. And one thing led to another. Now I have 4 styles. But that still didn't seem like enough. You know what? 8 styles today. And I got some cool styles for today's video, so make sure to stay tuned. First up, let's just do the K-pop style. Let's try to keep her as original to her style as we possibly can. We're going for the pink face, but that pink was a little bit too dark. Let's go a little bit lighter. And then I want to make sure to add some teal into her hair as well. I want her hair to look a little bit 3D and have a lot of details, just like in the movie. And it's mixed with pinks, purples, and like a teal blue. And let me tell you, adding details with Posca markers is hard. I probably should have went to my handy dandy hoo-hoo markers or my Copics. Like, I don't know what I was thinking here. But then I realized Posca markers are so vibrant and everything looks so good in my opinion. So all I'm gonna have to do is re-go over my first initial dark purple lines. That will add the contrast I need. Right now I'm going in with the medium purple. You know, the one that's like not as dark as the dark and not as bright as the light. Yeah, right there in the middle. Add some other values into the hair. Now I'm gonna go right in with the teal. And honestly, at this point, I was like, this is looking sweet. Just adding some of those highlights in. Beautiful. I honestly couldn't ask for anything better. Now it's time to add in the dark purple again. And after I did this, it looked gnarly. It's perfect. I honestly think the hair is looking perfect. Let's move on to her eyes, which in this quadrant, all that's showing is her eyebrow. So that is what I'm focusing on, trying to find the perfect color, and it's not working well. Somebody send backup. And then I realized I missed my highlights. But now we're done. Time to move on to part 2 of today's video, which was super fun to do. It's the exact same style as the last one, but in cartoon form. Like if she was animated and put into a show. Wait, she is animated and put into a show. Okay, if she was into a cartoon show. This is an anime style. I'm talking like, let's put her into regular show. Not really, but like that. I want the colors to be so extremely vibrant and not mixed together at all. I just want them to overlap. I want the highlights to be visible. Now that I've accomplished that, I'm going straight into outlining. And then we were done. It is now time to move on to the third, which I had the craziest idea. Why not make her into a fire style? But instead of using yellow and orange and red, let's use pink, dark pink, and like a purple. I think it's gonna work so well just to match the other quadrants so far. Now here you're gonna see me go through a lot of shades of pink and add in some purples, and that's because for fire, for the extreme amount of detail, I like to have a lot of different colors because fire is very detailed. But you can start to see I'm not adding dark flames everywhere. I mainly wanted to give it depth. But now I'm gonna be outlining using my dark purple. But I can't forget about the eyelashes and eyebrow. I almost did, but it's time to do that right now. But then I realized I missed something. I need flames on the inside of her face. This is so extremely important because it adds in the 3D look. And then I realized I missed something else. I didn't add the outside flames to give it some more detail. And at this point, I don't think I forgot anything else. Now it's just finishing the outlines and bada bing, bada boom, moving on to part 4. Which was the hardest in today's style because I did the X-ray effect, but not just the regular X-ray. I wanted it to look like she went and got an X-ray done in the film. So this is going to be showing her bones. But let me tell you, I think I almost went through 2 black Posca markers filling in this background. I do not recommend doing that. But for this X-ray, I want it to look like a blue X-ray. So when her skull is being shown, it's going to be a very light tone. But the eye sockets, I want it to be a little bit darker. Same with the skin around her face. I still want that to be shown in the X-ray itself. It's just going to be a different shade of blue. And I accidentally smeared a whole bunch of black into it. So that wasn't on purpose. But there we go, we fixed it. Now I'm just adding in a few more shadows, and then we're going to call it good. Moving on to part 5. I wanted to keep this color scheme going, so let's use more blue and do an ice princess style. I don't want a lot of ice showing, but I want her skin to be blue like Jack Frost, but not just blue. I wanted it to match the previous style we have done, so I added some purple. That's gonna be the color of her clothing. And if you have seen Rumi, she wears a yellow jacket. So I just altered it a little bit by changing the color. But obviously, ice princesses, in my opinion, need to have a dark blue outline. Why give her a black outline? Let's be unique. But now it's time to move on to another style, which this is my made up style that I created and I love it so much. It's gonna be called the notebook style. I can't wait to see other people using it, by the way. This style is meant to look like you got so bored in school, you drew on your page. So it has to be super simple. With this style, you only wanna add the outlines, nothing else. So this style is already done. Let's move on to the 7th part. That's gonna be kind of like the cartoon effect, but this is X-ray version 1. With this X-ray effect, I'm gonna scribble all over this piece, and then I'm going to add in a white outline, and then this will be the X-ray effect. So while I go over this, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has been sending me fan mail. It's been insane. If you haven't checked it out, I did post my first ever Fan Mail Friday video on Shorts. It's like a 50-second clip of opening up 2 of your guys' mail, and I've just been getting more and more. If you want to be featured and have a chance to be on my YouTube, I'm going to be posting Fan Mail Friday videos every Friday. So send me something. It can be whatever you want. If you're wanting to send me your favorite marker, cool, send it my way. Maybe it might be your drawings and you want me to talk about them. Cool. Maybe you want to send me a sock and ask me to promote your YouTube. I don't care. Thank you guys so much. I just really appreciate it, and it's a highlight to my week. Now it's time to move into the X-ray itself. Just add a zigzag line. And like I said before, adding that white outline is what causes it to be the X-ray. Honestly, it's super easy. Let's move on to the last style in today's video, which this style is going to fit perfectly with the color scheme we already have going, because I'm going to be doing the glitch effect, but I'm going to be doing pink and purple instead. It's going to look so cool. And I always like to tell you guys, if you are wanting your glitch effect to look good, erase your lines beforehand. Just like in her cheek, I erased it, there's no line. So then I don't have to go in with the white Posca marker later. And now it's just time to add in all my pink slashes and then all my purple slashes, and then this style is nearly done. All we have to do left is do the final outlines, and then you'll be done. But you will not be done with the drawing because you have to re-outline all of those outlines. Because during the process, I might have scribbled on it a little bit. And then you gotta sign it, make it official. But now that we're done, I just wanna say, love you guys, thank you for the support. Make sure to like the video. And if you really love me, you might even think about hitting that subscribe button. See you guys later, bye.